Elon Musk is quite possibly the most gangster man ever, period. This guy just closed the deal to buy Twitter for $43 billion. He proposed this in early April. So early April, he buys a 9.2% share of Twitter, and he says he's going to do a passive role, which is basically a yes or no on the board. He gets offered a seat on the board, to which he says, okay, I'm going to take it. And then he changes his mind. He's like, I'm not going to take a seat at the board. Why? He realized that he cannot work with these people on Twitter, that they're all a bunch of suits and they don't see his grand vision, his grand plan, and that it's a lot easier if he just takes it in his own hands and fixes it from inside out instead of from the outside in. And he can't do it with these people standing in his way. So Elon says, you know what? I'm going to make an offer to buy Twitter at $54.20. That's right, 420. Everybody loves that day. He loves that day. So he said, I'm going to buy it for $54.20. I believe that was like a 30% premium for where everything started. He told people in the beginning, like, listen, I'm going to buy it. You have a couple of days, and this is my best and final offer. They do something called they buy some time and they take the poison pill. They basically, they bought some time to try to get a second bidder because they thought that they can get somebody who's going to outbid Elon Musk. Well, they don't find anybody. And during this whole time, as they're looking, simultaneously, Elon Musk says, you need to do what's good for the shareholders. You have a fiduciary duty to do what's good for the shareholders. As this is all going on, Twitter is about to have earnings shortly. And those earnings are probably not going to be good. Elon knows this. Elon is a huge proponent of free speech. Well, then a little bit ago, it says that Twitter is gonna take his offer. And it was just announced a couple of minutes ago that Elon Musk is buying Twitter for $43 billion. So in a matter of a month, this man bought Twitter for $43 billion. And everyone thought he might not be able to get financing. He's like, yeah, I got the financing, no problem. JP Morgan gave him 23 million, if I'm not sure, of the deal. And then somebody lent him 12 point something billion against his shares of Tesla. And then he had some money and he got some other financing. So he's like, yeah, no problem. So just so if you guys understand, he was able to gain $43 billion worth of financing, which if he had that money, that would probably put him in the top 10 billionaires in the world, right? I don't know the exact list, but it has to be somewhere right around that 10 mark of $43 billion. So he just spent the 10th richest person in the world, let's say, to buy Twitter, to acquire Twitter, and he's still by far richer than the second person in the world, Jeff Bezos. Matter of fact, Elon can buy 2 Twitters and still be richer than Jeff Bezos last time that I checked. Super gangster. The question is, what happens now? He says that he's going to take everything private, which means that the existing shareholders either get to keep their shares as in a private company, or they're going to end up taking the buyout. Not sure what's going to happen after that. It's not really up to them. It's what Elon wants to do. But he did say he's going to allow some shareholders to keep their shares of Twitter. He did say that. So it's going to be interesting to see what he's going to do. The question is, what's the point of this? And what is he trying to do? So he's a huge proponent of free speech. He also says that he wants to give Donald Trump back his Twitter. Just for that one move, this $43 billion was worth it. Donald Trump needs to go back into Twitter. Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit crazy over here. Let me just get some water. I have an idea about what he's going to do. Now you're going to call me crazy. One, I feel he thinks Donald Trump is going to be president next election. By bringing Donald Trump back to Twitter, I don't want to say Donald Trump is going to give him a favor. That's not what I'm saying. But Donald Trump is going to look very favorable. Now, you know, Donald Trump was not super pro EV or super pro green, climate change, things like that. But that might change. Joe Biden, zero recognition. Zero recognition for Elon. All he does is talk about how Ford is innovating the EV space and they're the leaders in the EV space, but he's not talking about Elon Musk. Meanwhile, Elon Musk does more EV cars than all the other EV cars put together, EV companies put together. And he employs in America. He's American made. Like, it's insane that you don't recognize Elon Musk for EVs and talk about everybody else. So I think Elon Musk is kind of peppering Donald Trump, who's probably, or has a shot, don't kill me, has a shot to be the next president of the United States, right? Because the approval rating of Joe Biden is definitely going down. And a lot of people, I'm not political, but a lot of people would say that America is worse off now than it was before. Okay. So at the very least, Elon Musk is going to have the air of the president, one way or the other, which is interesting. Second thing of his plan, in my personal opinion. Elon Musk also owns several companies. SpaceX, Neuralink, Boring Company, any other ones? I think those three. Now, it's possible that Twitter is going to be under a subsidiary of Elon Musk. And Elon Musk might combine all those companies together. It's possible, just possible, that Elon Musk is going to go public with all of his companies together and set another record. The first $1 trillion company to go to market. That's right. You heard what I just said. The first $1 trillion company to go to market. I know what I'm saying is crazy, and probably it is, but maybe there's a small possibility that Elon's going to put all of this under a huge conglomerate of Elon Musk companies. And when he is going to go public, I mean, SpaceX is valued at approximately 100 billion right now, if I'm not mistaken. Twitter is valued at 43 billion right now. It's not so far-fetched that he can get all these companies in the next 5 years to $1 trillion valuation and make another record. But he has a lot of pull by doing this, right? So he has a media company, space company, energy company. Neuralink is just, it's crazy, just helping mankind. And he's a huge proponent of free speech. All his companies are meant to do something, and that is to help mankind, one way or the other. Plus, he was just beefing with Bill Gates, where Bill Gates put a $500 million short against Tesla, and Elon Musk denied to do business with Bill Gates. Bill Gates is like, hey, let's do some philanthropy. And Elon Musk says, you can't be about climate control. You can't be about energy, and you're shorting, Tesla. That's not going to happen. And he basically told them F off. And it's funny because he has so much more money than him too. It's ridiculous. So this is what Elon's doing. He's the most gangster man because he closed a $43 billion deal in less than 30 days. And he literally went from zero to everything in less than a month. And again, put it in perspective, $43 billion would put him around the top 10 richest person in the world. It's not a small feat whatsoever. And he did it quite easily while running Tesla and while running a bunch of other companies. Let me know in the comments down below, please. I really want to hear your thoughts about this. What's the plan here for Twitter? He's definitely going to make it better. He's going to figure out a way to monetize it. He is going to bring back free speech. Twitter's about to get a lot better, for sure. A lot better. Hopefully Donald Trump comes back, so there's going to be a lot more entertainment, at the very least, entertainment. And I do think this somehow fits into a grander scheme, a bigger plan for Elon Musk and his companies and helping mankind. And no, I'm not saying he's buying the next president or Donald Trump will be the next president. All I'm saying is, if Donald Trump is the next president, Elon Musk does buy Twitter or is buying Twitter and gives Donald Trump back his account, well, Donald Trump might be kind to Elon in the future because Donald Trump doesn't really forget people, whether they do something good or bad. He does remember them. So I do think this actually is going to help Tesla in the future. Maybe there's going to be some extra government subsidies for electric vehicles and possibly better federal guidelines or federal regulations to robo-taxis, a little bit more lax, if Donald Trump is going to be the next president of the United States again. Guys, thank you so much. Please don't forget to give me the likes, the shares, and subscribe. And even more important than the likes, shares, and subscribe, give me the comments down below. I'm dying to know what you guys think about this. Thank you, and have a great day.